David, I don't think I have ever seen the table so beautiful. It looks so abundant.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, and the flower arrangement, it looks like most of the flowers came out of the garden.
Old and tattered garden.
Well, it's certainly very opulent, and I have to say that the spine through the center of the silver is exquisite.
Thank you. Plateaus were, well, a creation to elevate something pretty. And nowadays the plateaus are really more highly sought after than whatever was on top of them. But it anchors your table, and also you notice it's mirrored, of course, and reflected all the candlelight. The centerpiece, we tried to get it to reflect the pattern on the old Paris porcelain, because if you look at it closely, a lot of true southern flowers that we're quite acquainted with here in the Delta. And what's so fascinating about the plates, each one has some type of insect or bird on each plate.
Is there a favorite piece? I mean, there's so many different forms and shapes and colors here.
One of the most unusual pieces, I think, that on the table today is the wine jug. It's a wonderful bisque piece. Of course, you can see at one time it was gilded. Of course, it's worn out because people physically use those, but it was passed around by the guests themselves or by the servants, of course, and to pour wine.
Here at the head of the table, I love this salt cellar with the little tiny salt spoon.
Those were very, very popular because salt was so very expensive. Salt shakers didn't come into vogue till much, much later. This one by Jacques Petit is a very rare one. He made a companion to that, one with leopards and one with monkeys.
Well, it just shows a great deal of imagination and whimsy.
Definitely.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the place setting, because clearly you can get an indication as a visitor what number of courses you're about to enjoy. Yes. Based on the flatware.
Exactly. Of course, the dinner party was the entertainment for the evening.
So they went on for a long time?
For hours and hours. 3 hours was a short dinner party. And you had numerous courses, and they did not rush courses like we do today. You know, people think if the course is not up on top of another course, it's not good service. That's not correct. It should be leisurely done. And so you'd start out with something green, something a salady thing, or fresh asparaguses, or something of that nature. Maybe go to a heavy gumbo with the big gumbo spoons, and you might go into like a fowl or a fish course or venison or something of this nature. And then for a main course, whatever, maybe a roast pork or something of this nature. And then finish up, of course, with a Royal Crown Derby fruit service, because it was so customary, like I said earlier, to not only after you have your potacrims removed and things of this nature, and you've had that heavy creamy dessert, you'd actually consume the centerpieces along with your petit fours.
Well, David, it is certainly an outstanding collection.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I love my beautiful things, but I love it most before a dinner party, to come in here in the evening just before sunset and see everything all by candlelight. That's when it's absolutely beautiful.